That's where it counts.
Good to see you, sir.
You too. Good to be seen.
Always.
Yes,
We're good?
I got
A little more this way? Excuse me. No, well, let's go that way.
my good
Better?
side.
This is your good side?
I know that's not as good side. So. See, I'm still doing that stuff in the ring. You know?
Man, you just put me where you wanted. You see that? That was very slick, very slick. KO Artist Sports are here with the one and only B-Hop, the alien, the executioner. I love all the names. Man, got
B-Hop.
B-Hop's the one now? Not alien?
No. Executioner, the alien, and B-Hop. B-Hop came like more or less like at the end with the millennials. Like the younger people start calling me even to the day, where I'm here or there across both sides, West Coast and East Coast. What's up, B-Hop, B-Hop? And I think it's just short, it's real short to say.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And nobody wants to call around and call alien or the executioner, especially nowadays.
Yeah,
so to say B-Hop is like more like get it out quick and it's short. So
excellent.
I love it.
Man, Blair and Alexis, the main event got scrapped earlier this week, but no short of any entertainment, man. We got some hot stuff today.
We sold the last 3 tickets that was left. The last 3 tickets was sold just now because the last fireworks between the 2 main events is going to be really a good, possibly one of the fights of the year based on styles. And we're not even done, not even halfway through the year. And boxing seems to got off at a good start from every outlet.
Yeah, definitely. Blair, I know you know Blair from Philly.
Yeah.
What's kind of your history? When was the first time you saw him? He caught your eye over there.
I'll say close to 10 years ago. Blair was in Philadelphia, but he was homeless at one time. He can elaborate on that. He was at Johan's gym. He was brought there by Malik and believe at that time Danny Davis, and we just started taking him in and watching him work, watching him train, and then he went out west to try to get an opportunity. Didn't happen right away, but he still. You see, Malik is here as manager. Still was connected to the team, and then of course we had to bring him to Golden Boy, and then here we are. And he didn't even have Wu then. I mean, he wasn't even saying none of that. No, man, come on, man. We ran Valley Green, which is a big park in Philadelphia, probably one of the biggest in Pennsylvania. And Pennsylvania is huge because the park is basically spread out all over every part of the city. So Valley Green is more of an off-street, off-pollution area, mountains, hills, where we actually got a lot of work in. Me and Blair, we got a lot of work in 6:30, 7 in the morning. And there's some video out there on my Instagram, if you go and see it, for about 6-7 years ago. Me and Blair running, shadow boxing. I said, watch out for this guy. Yeah.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
He's been on the radar for a while.
Wow.
Man, let's talk about the main event, the supposed to be main event. Obviously, Virgil. Is he in the hospital? Is he okay? What's the update? Okay.
Oscar spoke about it. Thanks for asking, first of all. Oscar spoke about it not so long ago on the podium. Virgil's home now. He's feeling better prior to going in. And, things happen in boxing. You got to be ready as a promoter. You got to be ready as a matchmaker. Robert Diaz did a hell of a job in the team getting everything together, having a replacement without even thinking about a replacement, which is, Blair Cobbs, to go up and take a tough challenge. But, he will be okay. He will be okay. He'll rest up. He'll get his body together, and he'll be back. And I believe it will be before September.
I was going to ask you.
It'll be back. It'll be way before September.
Your experience in boxing, obviously, it's priceless. Your experience. I don't know if you've had any issues like that, but could that be an issue of maybe his body growing? Overexertion, maybe trying to make the weight, and maybe it's just a matter of him. It's just his body's telling him you got to go up to 154 now.
Or a lot of times it could be that. It could be a whole lot of things, but only him and his trainer knows. And one thing too that I think he's still getting to know his body. He's young, and again, it sounds like an excuse, but I'm not making no excuse because only he know and his camp know. But I understand, by being in the game for 30 years, that's a highly possible chance that he dehydrated himself. He miscalculated, or he worked to an extent where it drained him. And look, one thing for sure I got out of this, from a young fighter that might not know certain things until he feels certain kind of way. He know that his body wasn't right. He know he didn't feel right. And this ain't just ego toughening up. Yeah, have I had sore elbows and had a fight because sparring was rough, right? Have I ever felt like, drained and need to eat or rest because you're cutting weight? I mean, I'm not injecting myself in there, but I'm making an example. I boxed for 12 years as a middleweight. This is unheard of today, right? So you look at Canelo, you look at Nico, they're all up and down. From 54 to 60 to some people from 47. Everybody's different. I'm glad that he recognized and didn't try to tough it out and go in there, whether you win or lose, but go in there not looking the best that he wants to look in front of his fans, because that's recorded. And when it's recorded, you can't ever take that back. So I'm glad that he know his body enough to say, hey, I feel some kind of way, and then go get the test, go to the hospital, get tested. He's very severe dehydrated. That is dangerous. I mean, boxing is boxing, but life is life. Which lasts longer?
Right, exactly. Yeah. What's more important, right? Man, as a former 175-pound kingpin, looking at Canelo Bivol, Canelo just looks kind of on a terror right now. How do you beat Canelo, right now?
Canelo right now is a runaway truck, tractor trailer, and there's nobody driving. See, I'm trying to figure that out. Like, Canelo right now is a runaway tractor trailer with nobody at the damn wheel. But it's being guided the right way because he at his peak, not past it. And that's why he has the luxury that old school fighters did. They fought at this weight, then they went to this weight. Henry Armstrong, how many weight divisions he won?
3, and that was when there was only like 7. So he had.
It was only 7, and he won 3 out of. Come on, 3. Like, this is Henry Armstrong history of being right in front. Now you gonna hear people saying this now more often, whether they try to dress it up a little different. But this statement is going to be said through other people's mouth, and they're going to try to put a spin on it. But it's the same thing. You'll recognize it. Canelo right now, from what I see, and this is my opinion, you can ask him, you don't have to ask him, when you do see him. Unstoppable. In his head, the way he trained, the way he worked, he's fighting like he's starving, not hungry. There's a big difference between hungry and starving. He's still starving. So what that means? He's done when he want to be done. Why you think he's moving the way he moves? Only a time in boxing history you get a chance to have that luxury. That's a luxury. Still got to put the work in, but the luxury of you can go anywhere you want to go, up or down, here, there, and let time manifest itself where you can't do it no more. You stay at one spot and then you exit out.
With Canelo, who is his biggest test, do you feel? A lot of people say Beterbiev, a lot of people say Benavidez. For Bernard Hopkins, who gives Canelo the hardest test?
Tyson Fury or Joshua.
It's heavyweight, huh?
Yeah, and he'll beat most of the heavyweights, but I'm talking about the 2 I just mentioned. You asked me a question. I gave 2 guys who can give Canelo trouble right now: Tyson Fury and Joshua.
my last one I want to get your take on, man. Spence Ugas, great welterweight fight. Very tricky stylistically, both guys, I feel.
Spence smoking.
Really?
Done. Filleted. It's over.
Bernard, I appreciate your time, man. Thank you so much. You're a legend, man. Always great to see you, sir. Thank you.